Everyone, today a very special little video on a feud that took place in 1986, and unfortunately it was cut short due to an accident. That, of course, being the Magnum TA versus Nikita Koloff feud. Now, a little back history here with Magnum before we get into this feud. Magnum TA came over from Mid-South Wrestling. He was the North American champion over there, did a lot of things. Actually, he held the North American title a few times over there and made the jump to Mid-Atlantic when Dusty Rhodes was booking the territory. Barry Windham had left. They had big hopes to push Barry Windham in 1985. Barry chose to leave to go to the WWF. Before that, Barry Windham and Mike Rotunda were supposed to be at Starrcade 84 because I remember they were hyping them on the Mid-Atlantic Championship Wrestling shows. They were wrestling. They chose to leave, go to New York. They need to fill that void. They bring in Magnum TA and they push him to the moon and back. He defeats Wahoo McDaniel to win the United States Heavyweight Championship, gets into a heated feud with Tully Blanchard for that title, has that big I Quit cage match at Starrcade, and then proceeds to go into a feud with this man, Nikita Koloff. Now, Nikita Koloff comes in a part of the Russian group that Ivan Koloff was going to put together after he and Don Cornotto had their little incident, right? Don Cornotto and Ivan Koloff are world tag team champions. Ivan brings in his nephew Nikita, and when Ivan and Cornotto lose the tag titles to Dusty Rhodes and the Raging Bull Manny Fernandez inside a steel cage, the double cross happens. Nikita and Ivan attack Don Cornotto, take him out, makes Don Cornotto a babyface. Nikita and Ivan are now off to the races. They end up defeating Dusty Rhodes and Manny Fernandez a few months later to become World Tag Team Champions. And it was around this time that they brought in Crusher Khrushchev, who jumped over from, I believe it was Florida. I know he was in Mid-South, but I'm pretty sure he went to Mid-South to Florida and then to Mid-Atlantic. Crusher Khrushchev, of course, for those who may not know, is Demolition Smash, Repo Man, Blacktop Bully, whatever you want to call him. That's who Crusher Khrushchev was. So now they got three guys. They kind of are doing this free bird rule in their tag matches, and they take aim at the Rock and Roll Express. Right here it says Nikita Koloff takes aims at the Rock and Roll Express, the Road Warriors, Dusty Rhodes, and Magnum TA. This is all very accurate and true. These were the main top draws that the Koloffs were going after at this time. Nikita and Ivan, of course, lose the tag titles to the Rock and Roll Express and then win them back. And then Nikita ends up going for the U.S. championship that Magnum TA has. So while this is going on, Crusher Khrushchev and Ivan Koloff are now the recognized tag team champions and feuding with the Rock and Roll Express. Nikita and Magnum TA get into this heated battle in the summer of 1986. It is the Great American Bash summer, that tour, everything was going on there. They had a best of 7 match. Oops, sorry, I got my finger involved there. Best of 7 match where I believe, I want to say Magnum or Nikita was winning the first. I think he won the first 3 matches. I think they were up 3-0, and then Magnum came back and won 3, and then finally Nikita, took the tournament, took the best of 7 series, won the United States Championship, and that was it. The feud was still kind of there. Nikita was U.S. champ, into the fall of 86, and then unfortunately, there's been rumors. First of all, there's been rumors that Magnum TA was going to wrestle Ric Flair for the NWA World Championship at Starrcade that year. I have reason to believe that was probably where they were going to go with that too. Magnum was super over, super popular. They would be stupid not to put him in the world title picture at that time. I do not know if he was going to beat Ric Flair That I do not know, but I'm pretty sure Magnum and Flair would have happened at Starrcade 86. That didn't happen because, unfortunately, sorry, I jumped the gun there. There's the Bloody Summer, the red hot war between Nikita Koloff and Magnum TA, talking about the Best of 7 series. There it is. Unfortunately, tragedy strikes wrestling, and Magnum TA ends up in a car crash, severely hurting himself, not ever being able to wrestle again in his career, in his lifetime. So that put a damper to anything they had planned for Starrcade or the foreseeable future with Magnum TA. I believe they were hoping Magnum would make a comeback and wrestle again. I'm pretty sure that it'd be ridiculous that they wouldn't want that or wouldn't be thinking that. I'm sure Magnum was thinking that too, but unfortunately Magnum couldn't do it. He was too beat up from the car crash. I am surprised he lived in that car crash. That is a disgusting looking car right there that's smashed up. The fact he survived that is incredible, and he is very, very lucky. This here, though, is the top selling magazine, I believe Bill Apter said in that era. It was Nikita Koloff, I Cry for Magnum TA, where Nikita is actually crying. Because in real life, Nikita Koloff and Magnum TA were friends. Nikita Koloff was not this Russian wrestler that he portrayed on television. I hate to, break that news to everyone. He was from Minnesota. He grew up with guys like the Road Warriors, and he knew, Rick Rude and Smash and Kurt Hennig and all those Minnesota wrestlers. Nikita is part of that group. So he was very, very sad, clearly. I Cry for Magnum TA. And this was like a huge selling magazine because this is the Russian Nikita Koloff. Why is he crying for Magnum TA? This guy hates Magnum TA. Apparently not. So Nikita gets the NWA World Title match at Starrcade 86, does not win, but makes you want. I don't know if Magnum would have won either that night. I don't know if they would have put the belt on Magnum, but Nikita got the title shot, didn't win. And then right here we see an exclusive Magnum TA message to his fans. Thank you for your prayers. Magnum very thankful that, he survived, and he's just happy to be alive. Like, why wouldn't he be, right? Like, that's a huge thing. And of course, we have this here. When the going gets tough, will Nikita Koloff turn bad again? That was the hype. Will Nikita, once again, turn his back on the fans? Turn his back on Dusty Rhodes, turn his back on Lex Luger, on Sting, and everyone. Well, of course, that did happen. That happened in 1991 in WCW when Nikita Koloff made a return to that company from the AWA, where he had to take a leave of absence because his wife, Mandy, had cancer and unfortunately passed away. So Nikita came back as a villain in WCW for the year of 1991, left a little bit, came back in 92 as a babyface, helping Sting out in his war with Paul E. Dangerously and Rick Rude's Dangerous Alliance. So that is the Nikita Koloff thing. I got actually another picture here of Nikita I want to show while I'm here. It's really cool. That one. There he is with Dusty. So the reason why I'm going to show this now, I just kind of remembered that I had this. Dusty Rhodes and Nikita. Why does this not want to stand up straight? Let me try that. There we go. Dusty Rhodes and Nikita won the Crockett Cup in 1987. They were the winners. They defeated Lex Luger and Tully Blanchard in the finals. Magnum TA walked to the ring, with a cane and such. He walked to the ring, hugged Dusty Rhodes, hugged Nikita Koloff. Magnum TA was back in the sense that he was out of the hospital. He was trying to make, a life for himself again. The place went nuts. The fans went nuts. And Magnum cheered on his friends, Nikita Koloff and Dusty Rhodes, to win the 1987 Crockett Cup Championship. So there you go. There's a little video here on Nikita and Magnum. That again makes you wonder what would have happened if Magnum hadn't had the car crash. Would he have been world champion? Would he have went heel and joined the Horsemen? Would Nikita went babyface? I mean, all these questions are, we'll never know, because unless it's an alternative universe where that car crash didn't happen, hey, we don't really know. All right, guys, I also want to bring up something that's kind of pissing me off. A little rant here. As you know, I like to do little rants in my videos. But to this guy, I purchased some magazines off eBay on Saturday. Purchased 3 magazines, and they still haven't sent yet. They haven't shipped. He hasn't clicked shipped. I've checked every day to see if I got mail. Nothing. This guy lives in my same province. He lives in Ontario. If he would have mailed them out Monday, even through snail mail, I'm talking just like a few stamps, no tracking, I would have gotten it by today. So that's kind of a pisser, because I was hoping to do a video today on the new magazines. So I couldn't. Thought I'd do a video on Magnum TA and Nikita Koloff. Again, I've been organizing this room, changing it up, making it look how I want it to look. I feel a lot better with it. I like that I got rid of the black shelves. I like that I'm cardboarding and bagging these magazines now. I still need to get more cardboard and bags. I will do that eventually. Like I said, it's a slow process. There's no way I can get this done in one day. It's going to take months. It really is, because things are expensive. Cardboard, if you want a stack of 100 cardboard for these bags, it's like $32 on Amazon for frickin' cardboard. It's just ridiculous. And the bags are so hard to find because they sell out quicker than the cardboard does. So it's tough. But I'm trying. I think it's going to look cool once everything is done. And I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, everyone, just wanted to do this little video today. Haven't done a video for a while. My girlfriend said to me the other day, she goes, when did you do a video lately? Because lately I had a week vacation. Wednesday I was feeling kind of down in the dumps. I had a bit of the depression going on in my head. Sometimes when I'm away from work too long, I let thoughts get in my head about things I can't control from past experiences or just life in general now. So I like to keep busy so I don't think of that crap. And she's like, when did you do a video last? I'm like, well, it's been a while, that I really actually sat down and did a video. So I wanted to do one today just to keep in touch with you guys. Again, I appreciate all the comments and everything you leave on the videos. I do like it. And a big shout out to Matt Watson out there who keeps posting his videos. I told him in a comment, I said, man, I wish I could watch all your videos that you do, because he does a lot. He does great videos. He has an amazing basement of wrestling figures, like of all types and kinds, mint in card, like in package, loose, everything. Just very cool. He does so many great videos. I try to watch as many as I can, but a shout out to that guy who's always there to support me. I want to let him know I do support him and his videos that he does. I just wish I can watch more of them. So, all right, guys. Again, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoy this one. If you want to see any videos of any feuds you remember watching back in the day, I'll see what I can do. Leave me a comment. Maybe I can do some. Maybe there are a lot of covers of guys who had feuds that I could do a video of that you want to see. I just so happened to realize I had a little bit of a Magnum TA Nikita Koloff thing I could do here. So I thought, why not, right? Okay, guys, until I do my next one, I'll talk to you later.